I'm still not used to this form just yet. Give. But now or never.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Fun Size, and today we are taking a look at the newest units that are going to be coming to Dokkan, which are the units for Golden Week. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, we have Boo as well, Fat Boo, and then we also have the banner unit of Gotenks as well as Majin Buu Pure Evil, this gray chewed up bubblegum nonsense. Anyway, we're gonna be taking a look at their details. Okay, Goku's stats aren't looking too crazy. I mean, obviously this isn't rainbowed, so I mean that'll change a little bit, right? He'll be at like 12,000 defense or something like that. So nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. All right, so let's take a look at what we got here. So his leader skill is Majin Buu Saga, Otherworld Warriors, or Accelerated Battle category, key +3 HP attack and defense 170%, plus an additional HP attack and defense 30% for characters who also belong to the Kamehameha or Time Limit category. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's take a look at his super attack effect. We've greatly raised his attack and defense for one turn and causes immense damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy. So the greatly raised to attack and defense for one turn, as we know, is very, very good. Let's see what else we got here. Let's look at his passive. So his passive activates the entrance animation once only, chance of performing a critical hit plus 50% for 5 turns from the character's entry turn, and reduces damage received by 90% upon the character's entry. And with each turn passed, damage reduction rate minus 15%, no more than 90%. When there is another Majin Buu Saga category ally on the team. upon the character's entry. I see. I see. So he starts out at 90% damage reduction. 90%, huh? With a 50% chance to crit for 5 turns. And then 15%, or subtract 15% damage reduction with every turn. And then you get, you lose all of the damage reduction as the fight goes on. Okay. Okay, I guess. I mean, I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest with you. I don't know any fights that are that hard right now. I mean, maybe if this is for like old Zamasu meta, right? Like that's what this is good for, like really, really good for, because then Zamasu won't touch him. Doesn't matter how many times he supers or any of that. He just kind of kills him. And every other fight that's really, really hard takes some time. So, I mean, I don't understand this so much as to why they did this. Okay. Sure. So let's see what else we got. So we have key +2 attack and defense 150%, plus an additional attack and defense 150% when performing a super attack. Reduces damage received by 5% with each attack, super attack performed, up to 30%. So he needs to super respectively 6 times to actually get all of his damage reduction, which is a bit much, but we'll see. Medium chance of performing a critical hit and launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Okay, there's the chance to additional there. Okay, so we have a launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. Okay. When there is another Majin Buu Saga category ally attacking in the same turn. Okay. Plus an additional defense 100% and guards all attacks as the first attacker in a turn, and an additional attack 100% and launches an additional attack as the second or third attacker in a turn. High chance of nullifying Ki Blast super attacks directed at the character and countering with tremendous power. Okay, so this guy, now that I think about it, his leader skill, Majin Buu Saga, that's going to go really, really well with basically all the units that we've gotten recently, right? It's going to go well with the Go tanks and all of those buffs that we just got from the Majin Buu Saga that way, as well as some of the older units that we didn't really get to use as much, right? We're going to be able to use the Majin Buu Duo now because that unit is quite strong. Especially now because they're a stacking unit, right? They're a stacking unit, and they didn't really get their chance to shine, but now they will. Also, Vegito. Vegito is on this team. For those of you who don't know, Vegito is a top 5 unit in the game because he is quite strong since his EZA, right? He's quite strong. So I suspect that this team is actually going to be quite gross. It's going to be strong. It's going to be good. Majin Buu Saga was very strong, and it is going to become very strong again. Very good. Love to see it. That's one of my favorite arcs, so I'm not worried about it. I'm quite excited about it, actually. I'm not too sure about what they're doing here with the 90% damage reduction. I mean, I guess they want him to be a slot 1 for a little while, I guess, because I don't understand the role of everybody else. But I mean, now that I'm really thinking about it, everybody else is a slot 2 character that's on the team. So that very well could be the case. They just want him to be slot 1 until you can get a transformation, until you can get somebody else out to go in slot 1. I don't know. He's good though. He's very good. Just don't get it twisted. Don't think that just because I don't understand this as to why he has deteriorating damage reduction that I think he's bad or anything. No, he's going to be stupid. He's going to be absolutely stupid, because if you guys remember what happened last year for Golden Week, Tournament Goku and Majunior were honestly just stupid. And if Buu is anything like Majunior, we're in for a treat, honestly. Like, we're Majin Buu, that villain team is also going to probably become like absolutely stupid, because if this fat Buu is good, like really good, then we have the other Buu from the EZA as well. Buu tanks, right? Yeah, Buu tanks EZA, and then we're gonna have potentially this banner unit that's really good. So that's 3 units already, and then we have the AGL LR Super Boo that never got to really, do much. So now we're starting to see some of the buffs from last year that make sense now, right? Because we're getting all these Majin Buu buffs, and we were wondering, yo, where is this guy gonna fit? Well, he just might fit here. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's see what else we got here, though. Let's see. Do we have an active skill? I believe we do. Yes, full power Kamehameha. Active skill conditions can be activated when there is another Majin Buu Saga category ally attacking in the same turn, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle. Excellent. That's a good condition. We like that. We like that it's at the start of battle and it's not on like start of turn or something like that. Something stupid. So active skill effect, massively raises attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to the enemy, and within the same turn, all attacks become critical hits. Not bad. Not a bad thing, honestly. We get crits, we get all the juice, all the goodness. Yeah, and that's it for Goku. Goku's good. We know that. But he doesn't need to steal the spotlight for him to be good, as well as outshine this guy. Right, so let's take a look at Buu. Buu's going to be at 13,005 defense. Better than Goku, actually. Not bad. 18,000 HP. He's got a lot of HP. He's going to have a lot of HP. Oh my gosh. Now this is assuming that this is at like, what, base, right? This is at base before anything. And then the hidden potential would give this 5,000 to each stat. That's where I'm getting these numbers from. So let's continue. So his leader skill, Buu, our boy Buu, the bubblegum machine. We have Majin Buu Saga, Sworn Enemies, or Storied Figures. Category key plus 3 HP attack and defense 170%, plus an additional HP attack and defense 30% for characters who also belong to the Worldwide Chaos or Resurrected Warriors category. Okay. Okay. All right, Buu. And then we've raised defense and greatly raised attack for 1 turn and causes immense damage to the enemy. So he stacks defense. Okay. All right. I see you, Buu. Let's see if it's worth it or not. Let's see if he's got like a transformation or if he's got, well, actually, does he? Most likely not. I think he just has an active skill, which is fine. Okay. So we got for his passive. Activates the entrance animation once only and recovers 10% HP at start of character's attacking turn for the rest of the battle. Okay, cool. We just get 10% HP every turn. Okay. Recovers an additional 10% HP for 5 turns from the character's entry turn. So we're getting 20%. Okay, for 5 turns. Okay. When there is another Majin Buu Saga category ally on the team, upon the character's entry. So he's just healing 20% every turn for 5 turns. And then that drops to 10% after that. Okay, that's fine with me. So key plus 2 attack and defense 150%, plus an additional attack and defense 150% when performing a super attack, launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack that is just like the Goku, guards all attacks when HP is 50% or more at start of turn, recovers 10% HP at the end of the turn, and if HP is 30% or less at the end of turn, recovers an additional 10% HP, revives with HP fully recovered when the character is KO'd once only, survives KO attacks up to once within a turn, plus an additional attack and defense 100%, guards all attacks, and launches an additional super attack from the turn in which the character or an ally's revival skill is activated. Recovers HP with sweet treats. Okay, so as far as Buu is concerned, the only thing that might be a problem, might be a bit of a problem, is since he does revive, right? You're going to want that revive. You're going to want the revive because then that gives him extra, it gives him extra attacks as far as his supers and everything, as well as giving him guard, right? It gives him permanent guard and it gives him additional chances to super and whatnot, and overall just more stats and everything as well. But here's the thing. He can survive a one-hit KO. Why is this bad? Well, if there's one super let's say hypothetically, if there's one super at Boo, and Boo decides, oh, well, I'm gonna live, you're gonna survive that turn with 1 HP and then move on to the next turn. In which case, unless you're running double Boo, this is a bad thing. You see that, right? Like that could be a bit of a problem. That could be a problem. But if you're running double Boo, then it's not really a problem, is it? No, it's not. You can just revive with the next Boo or any other Boo. You can just revive with the next Boo or any other character that you would be able to actually trigger this with. So Boo looks good as well. He doesn't look bad at all. I mean, he might stack a little bit slow. I mean, that's the only thing that's really I could see as a problem. But let's check out his active skill. His active skill is Candy Beam. Activate skill or active skill conditions can be activated after the character's revival skill is activated or starting from the 7th turn from start of battle once only. The active skill effect is massively raises attack temporarily, causes ultimate damage to enemy, and delays a single targeted enemy's attack for 1 turn. Changes all key spheres to cookies, and for 1 turn, key plus 12. Huh, so he gets max key and turns everything to cookies, which I believe heals him. Okay, cool. You get a free heal with Boo. Okay, is there anything else? No, that's it. That's Boo. Boo seems actually pretty good. Like he really does. Like he doesn't seem horrible. Again, the only thing that would really give me concern or give me cause for concern is the fact that he's only stacking on his defense, but he does have guard. You can build him dodge as well. Not a bad idea. And then dodge and additional. Yeah, nothing crazy. And then you can give him a little bit of crit. But it seems like Boo is just kind of there to be, he's just kind of chilling. You know, he gets stronger as the fight goes on, which he's going to do better. He's going to do much better in longer fights. Again, though, he doesn't have any damage reduction or anything. So he might need to stack for a hot minute before he's actually like defensively viable. But I think he'll be fine. I think Boo will be fine. Okay, so let's take a look at Go Tanks and our boy Evil Boo. So we have Go Tanks. Yeah, these are banner units, so I don't expect them to be super crazy, right? I just want them to help out. So we have hybrid category, or hybrid Saiyans category, HP attack and defense 130% with 3 key. Let's see what his super attack effect is doing. Oh, excuse me. Massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to enemy. Okay. So he's getting 100% attack and defense on super. That's not bad. That's not bad, especially if you combine it with like something like guard, damage reduction, or dodge. Like that could actually be really good. All right, let's check out this passive. We have attack and defense 177% and a great chance of key plus 7, plus an additional attack and defense 77% when performing a super attack. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack, great chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, for 7 turns from the character's entry turn, and high chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, starting from the 8th turn from the character's entry turn, plus an additional attack and defense 77% as the 2nd or 3rd attacker in a turn, plus an additional attack and defense 20% up to 77% with each attack evaded, including super attack, chance of performing a critical hit plus 20% up to 77% with each super attack performed. Very interesting. So he has a 50% chance to dodge, right? Let's recap. So he's get attack and defense 77%. Okay. Then launches an additional super attack, or excuse me, additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack. So he has a 50% chance to super, but he does launch an additional. This is all good. This is all good so far. Great chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack. Okay. For 7 turns from the character's entry turn, and high chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, starting from the 8th turn. I don't know why that they had to put this and specify. It's the same, right? Oh, unless it isn't. No, it's great chance. So he has a 70% chance to dodge. I'm a goof, just so you know. He has a 70% chance to dodge for the first 7 turns, and then after that, on the 8th turn, he has a 50% chance to dodge. Okay. And he's getting the same attack and defense buff as Goku would, or that kind of mechanic where he's in slot 2 or 3 and he's getting extra stats. Okay. I could see it, dude. I could see it. He doesn't seem bad. This Gotenks doesn't seem bad. And then he's getting crit as well with each super attack performed up to 77%. Yeah, he doesn't seem bad at all. Like, he's now supporting, unfortunately. If he was supporting and doing all of this, oof, Gotenks would actually be a very, very good support. But he doesn't seem to be doing that. In which case, you're not really going to run this guy over anybody else that's really, really strong on the team. So, I mean, I guess, thank you. But at the same time, all he has to do is, like, support, like, 30%. 30%, 40%, you know, plus some key, like, you know, that would go really well. He'd be a really, really good support. But even as he is just here, he's not bad. He's usable, for sure. Because of the chance to dodge, honestly. Like, that's roughly it. That's all you really want him for or need him for. Okay, so let's check out Boo. All right, cool. So, Majin Power category, key plus 3, HP attack and defense 130%. And then let's check out his super attack effect. Massively raises attack for 4 turns and causes supreme damage to enemy. Okay, no defense on super. That's not good. That's not good. We're not looking good, Boo. Already. Okay, let's check it out. Key plus 1 attack and defense 40%, and chance of performing a critical hit, and chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, plus 10% per Majin Power category ally on the team. And if all allies are in the Majin Power category, launches an additional super attack, and all attacks become critical hits. Okay, so okay. Plus an additional attack and defense of 60% when performing a super attack, plus an additional attack 60% if HP is 60% or more when attacking, recovers 5% HP at start of turn, recovers an additional 5% HP when HP is 80% or less at start of turn, and recovers an additional 10% HP when HP is 40% or less at start of turn. Survives KO. Here we go. Here we go. There's the good part. Survives KO attacks up to once within a turn. When HP is 40% or more. That's where he's interesting. There we go. High chance of nullifying Ki Blast super attacks directed at this character, and countering with tremendous power, recovers HP with sweet treats. Okay. This guy is actually usable only because he can survive, right? Maybe. But it's like, I don't see much of a point otherwise. He doesn't get any damage reduction. He doesn't have any guard. He doesn't have anything else. But like the fact that he can live that one attack could be good. It could be. But other than that, like this guy seems like a wet fart compared to everybody else. Yeah, he doesn't really have anything else. It's kind of sad. Evil Boo, you could have been really, really good. Hopefully his easy A for Evil Boo is insane. if that is the case, then that would be very welcome, a welcome change to Dokkan. But those are all the characters that are going to be coming to Dokkan relatively soon for Golden Week. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. Anyway, those have been my thoughts on these characters. I do like about 90% of them, right? I do like everybody except for pretty much Evil Boo. Everybody else was really, really good and or has potential. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, please don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff for me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.